Let's start with some transfer stories making rounds. And look, let's not even overflog this Manchester United issue too much, because yesterday on the show we talked about Ronaldo and how a potential exit from the club might affect things. But before I even continue with that, guys, let's just tell you that the phone lines are open. So as soon as we start talking, feel free to join the conversation. 0700 923 923 923 is the number to call to join the conversation this morning, or you can reach us on WhatsApp. Send your messages to the number 0817 313 6193. Yes, now we can start talking about it. Cristiano Ronaldo, we hear that he's in Manchester United, trying to talk to the coach Eric Ten Hag about his future, considering the fact that his management also, which is headed by his manager Jorge Mendes, are pushing for a potential exit. And we hear that they are asking United to sign a contract extension, but just let him leave on loan this season, then probably come back next year, maybe when they've qualified for the Champions League. Anthony, I would say this, we've asked this question, but we're not going to dwell on it too much. Ronaldo, Manchester United, can Manchester United just give in and let the man leave?
Well, I think I've made my feelings known about the Ronaldo saga. I think yes, they should let him leave. It just seems like they're begging him to stay. The player has made it clear. The man missed the entire preseason tour that United were on. He just arrived yesterday, and then the feeling is that he's going to tell them that he wants to leave, and then that his agent is talking about let them give him a new contract, and then he will go out on loan, and if they qualify for the Champions League, he will return. It's very disrespectful to a club as big as United. Yes, we banter them and troll them. Well, I banter them and troll them all the time because I still think But anyway, but the bottom line is still a big club, and they should start acting accordingly. Yes, Ronaldo might be one of the greatest players of all time, but United are also one of the greatest clubs of all time as well. They've been winning titles since long before Ronaldo was born. So they should act accordingly and put their foot down, whatever it is. All this, they should let him go. There's 1 year left on his contract. He's not, even if they should just let him go, and the man should move on with his life. I think it's a bit disrespectful the way Ronaldo has treated United, and the way United are acting as well.
Yeah,
this whole thing.
Yeah, let's have Buddy's thoughts on that quickly. We understand that it doesn't really even seem likely from a financial perspective that United would give into that that contract extension that his management are trying to push to the club, and also have him go out alone and return. But do you think there can be any sort of resolution from this that profits everybody, the parties involved, Ronaldo and Manchester United?
The only resolution has to be from the direction of either Ronaldo decides to stay or United decide to sell. Now, on the part of United, the problem is, from the area of the sponsors, I do feel they actually want Ronaldo to remain at the club, and every talk of a renewal and a loan move, I don't see it as sensible. Basically, it's either you cash in on the player or he remains, basically. So at the end of the day, Ronaldo wants Champions League football. The sponsors want him to remain at Manchester United. Where will be the meeting point? That is where the problem is right now, and that is where all the confusion is at the moment. So I think, like you've said, like Anthony has said, it's just best that Ronaldo is let go. United should make some good cash out of the deal, and look for someone, a young striker that can come in and get the job done as well.
I mean, well, let's hear from you guys. Should United give in to Ronaldo's demands and probably extend his contract and send him out on loan, then make him return, after the loan deal is done? 0700 923 923 923. That is the number to call, or you can send your messages to us on WhatsApp. Send it to the number 0817 313 6193. And it's even interesting because Atletico Madrid have been touted as one of the clubs, that have been interested in Ronaldo, but Atletico Madrid's president came out to say it unequivocally that they are not interested in a man who has scored the most goals he scored against any club against them, and they would not be pushing for a move for Ronaldo. But any further developments, we are gonna give it to you guys when they drop. Now let's move to another club that are struggling in this transfer window with regards to their transfer business and how it has been very slow. That, of course, is Chelsea. Now Chelsea have had more exits than they've had incomings. Yes, they signed Koulibaly and they signed Sterling, but they've had more players leaving the club. Anders Christensen, Rudiger, and now it looks like another potential exit might be on the cards. Timo Werner, one player that Chelsea fans are not particularly proud of. We hear that Juventus and Newcastle are the clubs, that are looking to possibly sign the German player after he hasn't really hit the ground running at Chelsea, and it hasn't really been, the best of transfers after he made the move from the German Bundesliga to Stamford Bridge. Anthony, Chelsea have lost more players than they've brought in. Can they afford to keep letting more players leave without even signing adequate replacements?
Well, no, they can't. But then again, what are they losing in Timo Werner? Really, what has he brought to Chelsea since he's been at Chelsea? They're not really losing much at the end of the day. So I think they can afford to let Timo Werner go. But I still think Chelsea will get a few players. The problem with Chelsea in this transfer window is they've been obsessed with certain players, and it's taking delayed them. Or they've delayed signing certain players, and it's basically taking all their time in this transfer market. They were obsessed with Rafinha, wasted a lot of time and all of that. Barcelona got him, and then they've been chasing Koundé. They were the first team to be interested in Koundé, wasted their time and all of that. Barcelona are in for him. So I think they should speed up. Todd Bowley is acting football director. Whatever it is he's doing, he should speed up the transfer process with the players. Clearly, they're identifying some decent players, but it will take too much time in signing these players. Window is not going to be open forever, so I think they should speed up their transfer business and get things moving very, very quickly. In terms of Timo Werner, they can afford to let him go. It doesn't make much to him.
Well, okay, very scathing remarks from Anthony, but then again, we get to see how that plays out. And still with Chelsea, we hear that after potentially losing out on Jules Koundé, they have some replacements lined up. There's also the likes of Presnel Kimpembe. We hear the talks are going on, but it doesn't really look like there's going to be any breakthrough with that. And another name is coming to the fray is Wesley Fofana, the 20-year-old defender who plies his trade at Leicester City. So we really do hope that Chelsea can get their transfer business really moving quickly, because time isn't on their side. Let's quickly go on this very short break on the show. When we return, guys, we'll continue reading you transfer news and giving you the very latest on what is happening on the transfer scene with regards to the English Premiership. This is still the Premier League Zone. We'll be right back.
Did you enjoy this video? Hit the subscribe button for more, leave a comment, and like. Thank you.